stress or excitement.
Honest, deliberate, engaging, uncensored.
High dosage administration can cause adverse reactions.
And most importantly, independent in mind.
This is a normal response. Are you ready?
Marawa Sports Worldwide.
There's no favor that Polokwane is going to get. We're not ready to go and embarrass ourselves and have a heavy score because we want to be seen as if we're helping somebody. So, no.
Changing and re-engineering sports on the continent and the world.
Pelele Mthembu is his name. Is playing for Pretoria Callies. He's a striker with them, having previously played. I try to write them down here. I just saw many stars. First State stars, Platinum stars. Then I've all seen stars. They don't exist anymore, these guys, eh? Was it in 2019 in February?
Yeah.
You beat Free State Stars 5-0 and you scored in that goal. Hey, I'm sure they started thinking then about, hey, finalist days.
Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Well, I'm not surprised. Guess who was a striker in his day?
And it was the first professional club I played for more than 30 years ago. I would say to the players, I just want to be number one. I haven't seen the trophy. I don't know what we're playing for money-wise, but I just want to be number one and know that we get promoted to the PSL.
Robert Marawa, live on 947. Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live. #MSW. Marawa Sports Worldwide. This is 947. Music, life. #MSW.
Well, you can guess that it's not every day that we get an opportunity to say hello and we welcome an English Premier League player, because officially that's what he is, into our studios. And that person is a South African. It's been a while since that's ever happened. But the beautiful thing is that the minute he landed back home on home soil, he made it a promise and he said, you know what, this is going to be my first stop, is to come and visit here at 947. And we're glad to have him as you're listening live as well on Vuma FM, Rise FM, and on Sowetan Live. Not forgetting that we are live. We are live streaming on YouTube. So /Joburg 947. And that's exactly where you'll find us. You can send some of your questions on that particular hashtag on YouTube as well. But if you'd ask any questions, it is simple. The WhatsApp voice note number is 060-708-0484. 060-708-0484. Or else you want to join the conversation in studio, 011-8838-947, 011-8838-947. So it's as simple as that. All manner of communication tools to set the scene. I'm personally excited though, because one has kind of seen this man grow in football. And when I say grow, it's not like he's an old man now. You know, he's still very young, but only 22 years old. But it just shows how far back he started the game and how much he really wanted it. Because, you know, growing up kicking a ball in the streets of Dorgesig in Joburg to Orlando Pirates, this man has gone to France, Portugal, Belgium, and now settling in to the United Kingdom. No one would have scripted this fairy tale story better than he has himself. Now, you go back to January. I mean, he made that historic move from KVC Westerlo FC to Burnley. And they don't mess around. They just disclose fees. Here we don't. They just said, yeah, he signed 130 million rand. Okay, fine. We don't know. I mean, that went viral simply because they had a great video. It was like an animated clip of his unveiling, and it really showcased the professionalism from the beginning. Now, his move to England is seen as the revival of South African football. I certainly hope so. And straight from being crowned the championship champions and gaining promotion to the English Premier League and attending the Bus Trophy tour just yesterday. I mean, he landed, came straight here to hashtag MSW. You can still hear him breathing heavily from the trophy tour. Good to have you, champ. The Burnley striker, that is Lyle Foster, sitting across me here in studio. Good to see you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Rob. Pleasure and an honor for me to be here. Thank you very much for the invitation. hello to all the listeners out there. And yeah, just very excited for what's to come. Very happy for what's happened. And yeah, very happy to be here. Thanks for having me, Rob.
Before we even talk football, just hearing the announcement on the flight. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to OR Tambo International. What goes through your mind?
To be honest, is maybe I'd only put scoring a goal, seeing my family above that feeling. That's one of the best things in the world, landing back home and being able to see my friends, my family, and getting to spend time with them and yeah, obviously eating the food back home, which is lovely.
What's the first meal you've had so far since you got home?
Nando's, believe it or not. I know there is Nando's in the UK, but it's just not the same. It's not the same.
It isn't, yeah.
To have it back at home is the best.
Oh, that is incredible because I just think overall when you land at home, you look forward to so many different things. The expectations, like I say, are so much more here in the country given all that's happened to you.
Yeah.
What do you think other people's expectations would be of this Lyle Foster that we're looking at right now?
Well, Rob, I can't tell you I think about it too much, what other people's expectations are of me or what they perceive me to be or what I am. I just try and stay as focused as I can on who I am, on trying to do the same things that I've always done that have got me here by the grace of God, and just stay close to my family and work as hard as possible to give joy to everyone watching and who supports me and who roots for me. So yeah, I don't really put that expectation on myself. I think it's a heavy one to carry, so I just try and be myself, and hopefully it gets us even further.
Because you've had a lot to carry for so many years, and I don't know how you managed to have such a thick skin amid so much criticism, and everybody expects criticism, and South Africans are the biggest critics of anybody trying to make it at life. But what do you think kept you grounded, kept you focused on your bigger dream? Because for you, it's always been about football. I remember an interview where you said football was plan A, plan B, plan C, plan whatever, up to Z. What kept you grounded, focused, thick-skinned?
To be honest, just the mindset I have, or the mindset I had since I was a kid, is just see how far I can go, really. I think adversity is something that we'll all face in life, but for me, my motto was just seeing how far I could go, pushing myself to the extreme and the limits that I know I can go to, and lots of self-belief, lots of hard work, some down moments, some very low lows, some very high highs, but like I said, man, we live once, and just to see how far I can get is really my goal. I wouldn't say that I've achieved my dream. I think at the end of my career, when you and I talk again, and hopefully I've done better things by the grace of God again, then we can say what it is I achieved. But like I said, I just want to see how far I go in football, because it's always been plan A, plan B, plan C. I've always just had the belief that it will happen, and it's happened. And I'm just happy to be in the position that I am right now, and I know that it's only the beginning, and I need to still work very, very hard to maintain a level and try and cement myself in the world of football.
How important has family been in all of this?
They're my best friends, Rob. They know everything about me. My mother's sitting next to me right now, and I think that's testament to it. They know everything about me, my life, my personal life, my goals, my every single thing, and they're just there to support me, right or wrong, when I'm happy, when I'm sad, angry, motivate me, and the family's my rock, my core, and without them I wouldn't be here today.
So they become part of your traveling squad, because at times you don't have time. You got to go for training. Maybe when you have to try and find a place to stay, would they be playing that role? Would they be your eyes and your ears and making sure that things are comfortable for you? Son, just focus on the game.
Definitely my entourage, I think. I've always just focused on football and kept it that way. My mother does what she does. I can get emotional, Rob. She does what she does since I've been 9, 10 years old, never changed and look after me the same way, same as my dad and my 2 little sisters. So yeah, for me, they've always just allowed me to do what I love and support me wholeheartedly, and I'm forever grateful for what they do for me.
Yeah, I mean, I know I've met Lance, your dad, a couple of times.
Yeah.
He's taken you to studio before.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do a radio hijacking of enormous proportions here, because I can tell when you talk about Mummy, who's right next to you, you are getting emotional.
Yeah.
Sorry to drag you into this. Give me 2 seconds of your time. That's all I need. That's all I need. But firstly, welcome, and thanks for giving us a son that you have.
Thank you very much for the welcome. And I think all praise and worship and honor goes to the Lord Almighty for the son that I have.
Yeah.
I don't think that it's all because of me. I think that it's because of the blessings from the Lord. I'm eternally grateful, and I'm humbled by the blessings from God. Lyle is an amazing boy. He's always been. From the time that he was a little boy, he's always been a fighter. He's always been determined. And he's always been very committed in everything that he wanted. It's not always been easy, as he explained. We experience our very low lows, and we experience our high highs. And in all of that, as family, we're there. I think that's the one constant that we can be grateful for. As everyone would have seen, Professor Gusto Palacios was there with us. That was very special to have been able to share that, very special moments. And I'm just humbled. People ask questions saying, can you believe that this is your son? And yes, I can, because I can believe, because I know that he's made the sacrifices. He still does. As you said earlier, people criticize the way that they do. It's easy for them to do that because they don't see what happens behind closed doors. We do, and we feel the pain. But we're happy to do that because it's our son and we love him. And we're grateful to the Lord for carrying us to be able to do that for him. So all I can say is onwards and upwards. All grace and praise and honor to the Lord. We'll always be there for him. And we must just stay at the feet of the Lord and keep our head up and try our best. I know it's not easy to not focus on the negatives, because that will sidetrack us.
And like we've established with Lyle, that you're going to play that supportive role moving forward, as you've done since day one.
Absolutely.
But as we say today, and we sit here and we can proudly as South Africans say, Lyle Foster, English Premier League footballer for Burnley. Come on. That's got to mean something. That's got to say something to you and collectively as a family.
It absolutely does. As yesterday, before the taxi fetched us to take us to the airport, I found a very close friend of mine. And I said to her, do you know that Vincent Kompany's father came over to me and introduced himself personally? And just made small talk. His wife as well. She was disappointed that we don't speak French, although we look like we do. We had some champagne and she said, let's dance. And we hugged again on the field when they lifted the cup. And he gave me such a special hug and said to me, I wish you everything of the very best. And I think to myself, who would have fathomed? This is just not real. Lyle is giving us access to legends, because Vincent Kompany's father, Pierre Kompany, is the first Congolese mayor in Belgium. And he keeps on embracing me and hugging me, and he, these best wishes. Vincent himself, so humble, he made a joke. Lance was kicking ball on their training field at the family day on Sunday, and he came over and said to me, I'm thinking of signing him. He's got potential. And chatted away, and I'm thinking, wow, these are people who've made names for themselves, who cemented their names in the history books. And they just normal people. And Lyle has given us access to this. And it feels unbelievably amazing, really.
It
And
makes the sacrifice that much more worthwhile.
I can't tell you how much.
Yeah.
I can't put into words just how much. And that makes me so proud of him, for the fact that I know when he goes through his lows, when he feels alone, and he is alone, and we're not around, that these are the sacrifices that you've made, and these are the rewards. Now you're able to celebrate with your teammates. See, these are the rewards and the benefits of everything that you've given up. He's literally given up his life and the benefits that we have in South Africa. Having family, the great food that he spoke about.
Yeah.
Wonderful people, that's the reality. Yes, there are critics, but people are happy in South Africa. We're jovial. We're warm people. We don't get that in Europe.
No. People don't greet when you go to the underground and you just stare at each other for
and he
hours
has
and
to
hours.
experience
And
that on
don't
his
talk.
own.
Yeah.
And those are big sacrifices, and I don't think people really understand the depth of it. And yeah, I can just tell you that I am just extremely grateful to the Lord, and I am incredibly proud of Lyle.
Oh, I mean, I had to bring in a mother's touch. Forgive me, Lyle, but the temptation was too much, though, because I could tell when you mentioned her and her role. I think for the first time I could see you tearing up, and it would have been unfair to waste the opportunity, because I know everybody else is sitting in the holding room listening to the interview right now. We are going to take a break. When we come back from the break, we continue our chat, our conversation. As I said, it's our exclusive right here on Marawa Sports Worldwide. Burnley striker in the English Premier League, Lyle Foster, in the house.
Marawa Sports Worldwide Live.
In 3, 2, 1.
On 947, Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live.
#MSW.
At Shell, we're all about progress. We understand the further we go, the further you go. New Shell Fuel Save is designed to give you better fuel economy so you can drive further, making sure there's always more left in your tank. 15 kilometers more to be exact. Because when efficiency matters, so does what you fill up in your tank. Choose Shell Fuel Save for your engine so you can drive further. Actual effects and benefits may vary. Visit shell.co.za for more information. Go well.
Lotto Stars Aviator is here to launch your millionaire dream. Place your bets now and watch them get multiplied. Bet on how high the plane will fly and make sure you cash out before it flies away. You could win a payout of up to 2 million rand in seconds. Lotto Star, your world of live games.
Lotto Stars, licensed by the Mpumalanga Economic Regulator. No under 18s. National Responsible Gambling Program. 0800 006 008. T's and C's apply. All games are fixed odds betting events.
Rugby fans, this one's for you. Secure your 2023-24 Lions membership to witness all local and European rugby action at Emirates Airline Park. Your membership allows you to be the first fans to access test tickets to watch the Springboks live at Emirates Airline Park in July. And one lucky Lions member and partner will have a chance to travel with the Emirates Lions on an overseas tour match. What are you waiting for? Select your Lions membership package at lionsrugby.co.za.
It's Harold's Net Forest Mother's Day Hotline.
Harold, I'm Zulu.
Sanibona.
You don't understand. There's lots of mamas and drama if I don't get gifts. There's Umam Tembi from church, Umam Cindy from Pilates, not to mention Umama, my mama.
Oh, Mamma Mia, don't worry, Daddy's here. Net Forest has something marvelous for every mama.
Down go put Harold.
Baba Harold to you, my baba. Just head to Net Forest and order your Mother's Day gifts for any mama that slipped your mind. Mother of all smoochers.
Do you just want to shout? Because the power went out and the washing's not done and supper hasn't even begun. Hi, shame, South Africa. You need a reason to smile. So get smiling with these deals from Spar. 450 gram Bokoma Wheat Bix original only. Rewards customers pay $24.99. And 2 liter Spar extra shelf life full cream or low fat milk $32.99. Valid until 21 May while stocks last. T's and C's apply. Spar, where for smiles.
Your mother loves, supports and cares for you at every age. Say thank you with a special gift from our wide selection at Dis-Chem Pharmacies. Treat her to specialized dermo face care from top brands like Bionike, Nutriwoman and Payo. Complete her look with the widest range of top-quality makeup brushes, blenders and color cosmetics, and add the finishing touch with her favorite fragrance. Mother's Day specials valid until 14 May. Only at Dis-Chem, pharmacists who care.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
The warrior is here, and like a true bloodthirsty Zulu warrior, I mean, that's why they nicknamed him Shaka Zulu. Please get in touch with Pelele Mthembu.
Sorry to keep praising my mom, but she told me...
Don't be sorry.
Even if they write things about you, take that as positive. Do your best.
But while you talk about your mom, do you know also what is significant about Sunday?
It's a special day.
Mother's Day gift.
Scoring some couple of goals, not 1, 2, maybe 3. Yeah, 3, yeah, that's fine. Hat trick, Trinity. Yeah.
Talk about the Trinity. There's also 3. There's 947, Rise FM, Vuma FM. So those are 3, you know, complete out and out radio stations that are listening to you right now.
Hashtag MSW. Hashtag MSW.
This is Odysseus here in Cape Town. Good to hear that you've got Lyle Foster there, and he's proving to be one of the best players to come out of South Africa. And obviously, it's not a lie. It proves he's playing for Burnley, and he'll be playing in the English Premier Soccer League. There's one thing which I wanted to ask. Has he been in contact with Benny McCarthy, now looking at that Benny McCarthy is now coaching strikers at Manchester United, and Benny McCarthy has been one of the best strikers not only to come out of South Africa but in Africa. He played in the Champions League, and we still remember at one time he was a second on the Golden Boot in some year when he was playing for Blackburn Rovers. And I still remember, if my memory serves me right, Didier Drogba was the top goal scorer that season. Has he had at least a little bit of some talk and advice from Benny McCarthy? And if there is, what has he picked from the great man, and what is it? Is it going to help him when he plays in the Premier League next season for Burnley? Thank you so much, Rob.
Yeah, Audacious in Cape Town. Thank you so much indeed. A lot of people watching on the YouTube channel. You can also watch. It's our exclusive interview tonight. Lyle Foster, Burnley striker in the EPL next season, joining us right here in studio, fresh from the ticker tape parade. He'll tell us all about that. But a very important question coming through from Audacious, just asking if you've been in touch with our very own, who's also making us extremely proud. That's Benny McCarthy.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Hi, Audacious. Thanks for the question. Yeah, funny enough, just yesterday I was on the phone with Benny. We had a lengthy conversation. He was just telling me about the intensity of the Premier League and the demands of it. Having played there and coaching there now, he just told me that he knows in the Championship we have games running Tuesdays and Saturdays. We play twice a week, and in the Premier League it's not as hectic, but the intensity is 10 times more. He did tell me it's the best league in the world, and that now that I'm off I should relax, enjoy, rest, and obviously train very hard and prepare myself mentally for the Premier League. So yeah, we spoke yesterday, and also he just offered a nice arm and said, like, whenever I feel like visiting him, I can come around to his house. We don't stay too far from one another, and I was taken aback and really amazed.
I was going to say, how did that feel though? I mean, that's a big call.
Yeah.
Right?
To be honest, it's like the call I was hoping and looking forward to the most, happening when I did move to the UK, and also me living in Manchester, and with Prof coming over, him obviously coaching Benny. He said that he tried to make it happen, and yesterday he called him, and I was really just taken aback. I remember driving, and I just said, like, I just spoke to Benny McCarthy. Like here's the reference for me. You know, me being abroad for so long now, he's the one player that when I say I'm from South Africa, besides the Shabalala World Cup goal, everyone knows about Benny McCarthy, you know, and being a striker as well, he's the person I look up to, and I admire the way he played. Loved all the goals he scored, and him being at Blackburn and being in the Golden Boot race for me was something phenomenal, and I hope to reach just 10% of what Benny did, and if I can achieve more, I'd be very proud of myself. So
Did you
really
tell
just-
me you smashed his record as far as transfer fee is concerned?
I don't think that's a record I'm very proud of. I want to phone him one day and tell him about goals.
Smashing his Bafana goal record,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's not something I'm in control of. I want to scoring goals and playing football is something I can control.
And obviously that comes hand in hand with how you perform.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
because otherwise we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Yeah.
But I mean, with somebody like Benny and seeing how he's transformed to people like Marcus Rashford, and there was not a game Marcus would be playing without scoring, and even scoring a couple, and everybody would then point fingers and say it's that chap there from South Africa. That truly must stand out for you, because it would also help you in future. Not that he's going to coach you on the side, but he will encourage you as a South African to even be better.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, Benny's played at the highest level. He's won the Champions League, and I think not just his playing, but his coaching as well now. It's evident with the United forwards. And like you said, Rashford was on a roll where I think he was going to win Player of the Year at some point. And credit to Benny, and to have someone like that call me and tell me that whenever you feel like you need motivation or you want someone to speak to, just call me. It's like it's a cheat code, just something I can use whenever I feel I need the advice and I need the help. He's been there, he's done that, and not for 1 year, but over the years, and the longevity speaks for itself. So I'm just really excited to learn, and I'm really happy that I'm getting to meet these people that I looked up to once upon a time.
I think your mom said it, eh?
Yeah.
Your mom did say you're now in the presence of greatness, and do take him up. I'm just throwing this in because Benny loves contact. He loves reaching out, and I think that's why even the late AKA, when I had the chat with Benny, and it's like, don't worry, just call me up. If you want Ronaldo's number, I'll hook you up, and the next thing it ends up being a song. So take him up on that. Trust me.
Robert, this is Cabello. Wow, congratulations to Lyle Foster. What an amazing achievement. And at least now, next year, we've got something to look forward to. I'd just like to ask Lyle Foster, Vincent Kompany, how is he as coach? And is he good, or is he really good? Like, how is he working with Vincent Kompany, knowing he's achieved so much as a defender in the Premier League?
Yeah, great question again. Thank you so much indeed. With that, I suppose that's a question that everyone's going to ask. Vincent Kompany, what a legend! What a legend for country! What a legend for club! And now you get to call him the gaffer. You get to call him the manager. What's it like?
Well, first of all, for me, it's like I walk into training every day and still having to pinch myself that I'm in his presence as my coach. Like my mother said, like meeting these people and being in that position is still crazy. But him as a coach is, I think, because he's played the game at the highest level before, and been there for so long, like he's really, really, like, the attention to detail he pays is like phenomenal, like the amount of work that he puts in. But at the same time, he's not a perfectionist, but highly demanding of a perfect attitude and a perfect mentality. So he doesn't care if you make mistakes, he doesn't care if you mess up, because he knows that it's bound to happen in the game. But it's the way that you react and the confidence that he gives us as players, and the way that we prepare before games. You can just see it's how he went throughout his career and why he is where he is. So just the way in which he conducts himself speaks volumes of who he is and the type of coach he is. And I think the type of football that we've played in the championship this season and the amount of points we've accumulated, and like I said, the type of football, the style of football that we played in the championship is testament to what great work he's doing at the club.
I know we spoke off air just about the hiding that you got at Man City. I even said it doesn't matter, even if you were beaten 12-0, just being there. But talking about Vincent Kompany and how he was received, did that do something to you as a footballer, where you go to a rival, but a rival who's made a name for himself at a club, and he kind of gets the kind of welcome that Vincent Kompany got? What did that do to you?
Well, I think for all of us, like in the dressing room as players, like we were all like just looking at Vinny most of the time.
Yeah.
Like I remember we walked out like for the pitch walk, and from then like the ground staff, the media man, like everyone was just like around him, and so happy to see him. He's got a statue outside the Etihad, so it was crazy the love and the affection he got, and I think he's really, really loved there, and it showed that day. And as much as we got 6-0 that day, I think it was really his day as much as it was City winning the tie 6-0. I think it was really Vincent's day, and it was just so nice to be there and enjoy that moment with him and with the rest of the team. Just see what he's become.
All right, on YouTube, also plenty of questions if you're watching us on YouTube right now. Duma Kleinfeld says, congratulations are in order to Lyle as well as Burnley. I'm proud of him flying the flag high. My question to him is, does he have a program that he will be doing to stay in shape and be ready for pre-season? I know you did say just now that you will be training hard.
Yeah.
Do they give you a program, or do you have to figure one out and come back in tip-top shape?
So yeah, we don't have a program as yet. They will send one, but I definitely have my own little team that I always train with when I'm back home, and it's the thing I look forward to most. Like I really enjoy my off-season training, and I like everyone was saying sacrifice, and for me it's something that I really enjoy. So it doesn't really feel like sacrifice, So the training is like holiday for me. It's nice because I'm with my coach, my physical trainers, and sometimes some of the players that come around and train with us as well. So it's always a nice environment, and we're getting better, stronger, having a laugh, and preparing mentally for the new seasons respectively.
Someone on YouTube says, please don't score against Man United.
I really want to. I really want to. I'm probably gonna try my best to be honest.
To score against, because again, it's the one opportunity. Let's say people don't watch you play against Leicester if they survive. They don't watch you play against Albion. They don't want you play against any other team that they don't really fancy. They don't want you play against Leeds, for example. Yeah. But the one time they're going to watch Burnley, obviously we're all going to try to watch as many games as possible to see, number one, are you going to be starting the game? But playing against Man United, especially at Old Trafford, I mean, surely that's a dream for anybody, no matter how much emotion you might have, no matter how many Bennies are sitting on that bench, you want to score.
You want to seize the moment, of course. And I think any of the games against the Big Six or in the Premier League is one of the games you want to score in, and not just go in but play really well in, and show that you're there in one of those games, because those are the games that I think are most watched, not only in South Africa but the rest of the world. So definitely I'm setting my eyes on a few of those games, and hopefully I can do the business in them.
You know what the one worry was?
Yeah.
I don't know when you guys get to have this conversation. So as much as we were all excited, yes, everything happened, you guys won way ahead of time, there were still games that you still needed to play, but you were championship champions. It was done, it was sealed. And the guys were like, sure, is he really going to play? Do they have that chat with you now, or do they wait for you to get back, wait for the transfer season to come to an end? Or do you have chats like, okay, they will loan you out? I mean, you've had loan spells before. Try get a bit more game time. Is there an approach right now as we sit here in terms of what to do as the season starts?
Yeah, definitely. There is an approach, and I just say for now I'm certain I'll be playing in the Premier League if I do my work properly with the belief from the staff and the conversations that we had. If I do my work properly and I work as hard as I can and get in the right shape physically and mentally, I'll be playing.
I think that's the kind of conversation that we wanted to hear. I love that. We celebrate everything. And you're talking about love earlier. It is pouring in here in the studio.
Good evening, Rob, and good evening to the champion Foster. I'm very excited for his prospects and his game. I just can't wait to see him in the field of play in the Premier League. And it's exciting times. What I can only hope and pray for, Rob, is that we don't repeat what we did previously and then try and push banter to a point that the team now responds negatively to our banter, of which that's what happened to our previous export, Utao. But I wish you Foster well, and man, I can't wait for next season. And he's carrying the flag, and then may he continue to shine the spotlight on our country. It's something that we truly need, and man, all the best with everything that he does.
Yeah, Smooth, thank you so much indeed. Well, that's something that's out of your hands, though. I mean, I saw it build up, whether it was in Belgium, they showed him love. Percy Dow swung across to Brighton and Hove Albion. Yeah, and South Africans took over that Twitter handle in a big way. I think we felt we owned it.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know. Again, it works against the particular player. Does that something like that worry about that all of a sudden now we're going to be demanding every game, hey, put Foster on, Vincent? What do you think? Who do you think?
No, not really.
Yeah.
No, I'm not too concerned about what happens on socials and they joke about it sometimes in the dressing room that the South Africans are so passionate about their own, and the little memes with the guy jumping through the window with the South African flag. Like, we laugh about those things. Like, I remember there was once something like I think it was Barnes who told me, Ashley Barnes, someone said like, make Lyle the captain and he'll take the corner and score it himself. And like, those are things we just laugh about in the dressing room. But
so they're aware of it already, yeah?
They're aware of it, I don't think it's anything bad, and like no one takes it seriously.
Sure.
Like, we all know it's like fun and games and love mostly, and we just try and focus on the pitch and not let what happens outside distract us. So,
it's about the love, it's about the positivity, and that is why he's here to tell his story, and it's been a magnificent ride for him. I mean, he kind of regularly came under the spotlight, though, from all of these so-called couch potatoes. There were a lot of naysayers, like we spoke about earlier in the early part of his career. He had been propelled back then to Orlando Pirates' first team. That was just not long after his 17th birthday. We always crying out, where are the youngsters? And Pirates are saying, yeah, here he is. Let's give him a chance. But hey, the people at home, wara.
Marawa Sports Worldwide Live. In 3, 2, 1. On 947, Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live. #MSW.
Welcome to Free Absa Rewards, where you get more for your everyday spend. No hidden fees, just real cash back. Earn up to 30% real cash back, depending on your rewards tier, when you use your Absa card at any of our rewards partners. That's more entertainment, more treats, and more short lifts. Zero membership fees. No counting points, just real cash back. I can with Absa. That's Africanacity.
Open your transactional account and sign up for Absa Rewards today. #more free Absa Rewards. Absa is an authorized financial services and a registered credit provider. TNC apply.
Hi, I'm the MD of Metro Lifestyle, the fabric and home store. I have stores in Centurion, Montana, Northgate, and Boksburg. I have decided to relocate our Boksburg store. Millions of rands of goods, fabrics, curtaining, lighting, furniture, linen, carpets, and appliances are being sold well below cost. This grab-and-go sale is available at all stores while stocks last. Come and redo your home at a fraction of the price. Visit us at www.metrolifestyle.co.za or call 08611 Metro. That's 08611 63876.
Tsogo-san proudly presents our new online betting platform, Play Tsogo. Play exclusive new games such as Blue Wizard or Buffalo Blitz and stand a chance to win payouts of up to 12 million rand with welcome bonuses of up to 5,000 rand. It's time to play Tsogo. Play Toho is licensed by the Western Cape Gambling and Racing Board. No under 18s. Winners know when to stop. Toll-free counselling line 0800 006 008.
Located south of Joburg, just 20 minutes from Sandton, the Eye of Africa estate embodies modern countryside living with plenty of choices direct from the developer. Luxury apartments, 1, 2 and 3 bedrooms with stunning balcony views. Our 2-bed, 2-bath unit is just over 1.5 million and there's even a furnished option. Or purchase a stand of 800 square meters for 999,000 and we'll give you 100,000 off. Contact us at eyeofafrica.co.za.
At Trilidor, we never stop innovating. Introducing the re-engineered Trojan retractable products and Griffin Guard security screen with state-of-the-art materials that deliver advanced Trilidor strength at a better price than ever before. Visit trilidor.co.za and explore the latest in home security. Trilidor, strong, stylish, secure.
With 60/60, get everything you need delivered in 60 minutes. Shop with ease, don't feel the squeeze. Let's go 60/60. Slow lunch Sundays, meat-free Mondays. Let's go 60/60. Breakfast in bed, we'll bring the full spread. Let's go 60/60. Winter meal prep to your doorstep. Let's go 60/60. Get Checkers' famously low prices delivered in 60 minutes. Just 60/60 it. Let's go 60/60.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
So the Matsipe Foundation Championship race for automatic promotion to the DStv Premiership. 3 teams vying for the honor of winning the division. So the Spurs coach, Sean Bartlett, would certainly cherish this moment.
Yeah.
I mean, the final league game, that's what's important.
Yeah, we always expect a tough game against Tuks. Very difficult team to play against. But 3 out of the top 5 top scorers in the league is with our team. So we're hoping that they will be firing also on Sunday to give us the upper hand.
Well, I'm not surprised. Guess who was a striker in his day?
It was the first professional club I played for more than 30 years ago. I would say to the players, I just want to be number 1. I haven't seen the trophy. I don't know what we're playing for money-wise, but I just want to be number 1 and know that we get promoted to the PSL.
I'm coming for that number 1 spot. All right.
#MSW. #MSW.
Hi Rob, Umkumbi Kakumalula. What an emotional story that is ending up to be with regard to Lyle. Few things that I'm sensing here. A very good family structure, a very down-to-earth young man. No wonder he's achieved what he has achieved in his young life. We are very proud of you, Lyle, and I know that you will make us proud again as a country. And may all the best. And again, when the family supports kids, it's almost guaranteed that the kids will do very well in life. All the best.
Good evening, Mr. Rob. It's Hulufulang here. Good evening to the MSW shoulders and good evening to Mr. Lyle Foster there. Wow. Man, oh man. It's been a very, very long time since we've had a Premier League striker from South Africa to make it big into the UK. But I mean, that's just the type of player that Lyle Foster really is. I mean, we've seen him from the multi-choice Diski Challenge team of Orlando Pirates, and he has made it big, traveling to Europe from Pirates, playing in the multiple teams that he has played for, and to see him flourish in Burnley the way that he has, and to have someone like Vincent Kompany embrace that player that Lyle Foster is, it was just a true testament to see Lyle Foster being this incredible player that he is. And I have no question, it is just everything of the best. I know that you're playing in by far the biggest league in the world, the toughest league in the world, the most watched league in the world, but I know that you're definitely going to reign supreme. So hey, no question from me, just me wishing you everything the best.
Good evening, Rob and Lyle Foster. Lyle, I just want to say that your footballing journey has been nothing but amazing, and also want to thank you for giving me goosebumps, having to see a relatable face in such a high-profile match when you guys were playing Man City. And I just want to find out from you with regards to Coach Vincent Kompany and his style of coaching. Is he that pragmatic or meticulous coach who goes into the finer details of preparations and training? Because I see him more of a Pep Guardiola type of a coach who will be meticulous and want things to be done in a certain way. But would like to hear from you as a player, and wishing you all the best.
Tebogo, thank you so much indeed. Lyle Foster, Burnley striker in the English Premier League, is my guest right here on Marawa Sports Worldwide. Live on 947, Vuma FM, Rise FM, Sowetan Live, and of course live on YouTube. So many questions that are coming through on the YouTube channel. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Keep watching because you almost feel like you had a 3-hour documentary with this man. There are so many stories, but he has blessed us with his presence, with the family also in attendance here tonight, and really, really a special moment for us. And you heard, let me pick up on Tebogo. Tebogo was talking about Vincent Kompany. Is he a Pep Guardiola type of person in structure, as well as how he sets his game? I mean, we see it with Mikel Arteta. With Mikel Arteta, the way he's changed the Arsenal game, you see the Pep touch in him.
Yeah.
Do you kind of see it in Vincent Kompany?
100%.
It's there, eh?
Yeah, I definitely do. I wanted to say it earlier, but at the same time, I haven't been coached by Pep, but
yes, you see it.
You see it. You know, the way that we play, the way that City play, the way that Arsenal plays, like the similarities, like the fullbacks inverting, and like it's just interesting, man. Like you go into training every day and you look forward to the ideas that he's coming up with, and the ways that we're gonna beat opponents, and it's super interesting.
So when you talk about that, because you're also making me very excited about it now, because I love how all of those coaches set their stall as far as football is concerned.
Yeah.
So when it factors a Lyle Foster into the mix, what has he said? What are you comfortable with? What is he allowing you to do, and in what position?
So the reason Vincent signed me, or he likes me, is because he believes a lot in my technical ability and for the style of play that he plays, and I think it's very important to be a technical player, to be able to receive in between the lines, to make angles, and not just be a striker that can hold up play, but a striker that can join into the play and almost help the team in different phases of the game. And that's something that he expects of me and believes that I can do. The pressing aspect, the on the ball aspect, and then afterwards comes the scoring and the runs in behind. So it's all together, but mainly it's like the function of the team and how he wants to play. And like I said, like you feed into it because it's so interesting, and it's like nothing that I've witnessed or seen before. It's just like I said, like you go to training and it's almost like mouth-watering, like the things he's coming up with, like oh, we're playing in this formation, or like 5-3-2 or 4-2-3 4-2-3-1, and like this, like we play with 3 number 10s, and like the wingers are like the highest player. Like it's, I don't know, it's so much information, but
exciting,
exciting, and that's one of the reasons why he wanted to bring me in January. He told me that these 6 months are the 6 months that I need to learn, and he wants a full pre-season with me because it's a lot of information. I shouldn't be too hard on myself because he's been with the other guys for 6 months and he had them for pre-season, and the way he wants to play takes a lot of time, and I've been really enjoying it, Rob. The style that he plays, and like I said, it's mouth-watering, man. The way that we play, the reaction from our crowd, like everyone is so used to like the ball kissing the grass and like us dominating games and being,
so nothing in the air, nothing like what is it, helicopter football?
nothing, and like me being a football lover, I love playing football that way, and like being in an environment where football I feel is played like the right way, and it's something that I look forward to every day. You know, I'm going into training and like this is how we play football, and it's amazing.
But also the relief though. You had gone something like 8 games without scoring a goal, and then there was Wigan. You play against them. It's a convincing victory. It's 3-0. But for you, was that like a wow moment?
Definitely. It was a wow moment. A moment of relief, like just a weight lifted off my shoulders, and just happy that I could. I think I was close in a few games before. Missed a couple of chances, hit the post a few times, and having to score that one in a comfortable win, I think for me was just another confidence booster, and just like I said, proving to myself that I can do it, which is amazing.
So many questions on YouTube, it's actually crazy. But I think the one which stands out for me is, can you please ask him Okay, that just refreshed with a whole lot more. Please ask him which defender is he most looking forward to playing again. So EPL, you've watched it. You've watched it here. We watch it every day. We probably the most spoiled country in the world to watch EPL. You know, in the UK, there's nothing like that. We don't get games like we do here. But which is the one defender that you're looking forward to playing against, maybe even hating to face?
Maguire.
Harry Maguire. He's on the bench most of the time.
No, my dad and I speak a lot about Van Dijk. He's the one defender that I'm really looking forward to come up against. I think he'll be the toughest one from my point of view, and like just watching the Premier League and also being a Liverpool supporter from birth. I
was about to say,
it's
going to be tough for you, eh?
It's one of the games I'm looking forward to playing, and definitely against Van Dijk and as well against like Varane at United. Looking forward to that.
Well, good thing he's been injured for a while. So But let's say the game's over. You're at Anfield.
Yeah.
He hasn't given his jersey to anybody in the grandstand. Who would you approach?
At Anfield?
Yeah.
He's leaving now. It would have been Firmino, to be honest.
Bobby.
But Bobby, definitely. But now, probably Mo or Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz, I really like him as a player. One of those. At City, after the game, I swapped with Julian Alvarez.
Oh, nice.
He's a player I really
solid.
like.
Solid.
He's someone I really like.
Dominated
in the World Cup and top striker for me.
Top jersey, please frame it. Don't lose that. That's not one for the car wash. I mean, I saw people earlier saying, hey, is he coming to Escotini? I'm like, I'm not going to ask him that. But Mkumbi Kumalo, we recognize your WhatsApp voice note. Thank you so much indeed. Stressing the issue of family being important. Hulufelang said, no question from me. He just says, you're playing in the toughest league indeed. This is South Africa's 15th South African football player playing in the EPL. That is just how proud we are of him. Okay, we got some advice. Let's find out.
Hi, Robert. Ebimolo from Naturena. Please ask Lyle if the development from Orlando Pirates helped him to adapt to European football, and what is his advice about the development of our football to youngsters in South Africa? Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much for the question. I suppose development is a key thing, and we had a player here yesterday, Pelele Mthembu, when he admitted, he said, you know what, had he been developed earlier, he would have been a far better player. He probably would have had a chance like you having to go play overseas. But he admitted, he said, no development. He was just raw, went to play, had what he had. They played him out of position as a striker for most of the time. What is your feeling? I mean, we sit here, we watch Kamavinga, 20-year-old, playing at the highest level. For me, man of the match. The other game, I don't know what game they were watching, giving it to Kevin. Great player as well, but on the day, he was the man. What's your take on Pirates' development and what you've had to go through? Obviously, Palacios has played a big role, and that's why you invited him to come through. But talk to me about that development issue.
Yeah, for me, Rob, development is I think crucial in for any player who wants to reach the top. For me personally, like my development, Coach Prof helped me a lot and really dedicated time and effort into putting the hours with me to perfect certain things, or not perfect, but improve rather. As well as the junior national teams like that really helped me develop, going abroad and playing against guys like, or playing against England and Brazil, and playing against your Phil Foden at the age of 17, or Vinicius Jr. at the age of 17, and seeing the levels that they at, and then going home and thinking about it and knowing that you want to be there as well. So I think it's a combination of the Pirates development, the exposure of the tournaments like the Future Champs, the junior national team. So that really helped me. And like if I could give any advice for developments back home, I'd say like we need to send our players over as early as possible. Like with myself, I left when I was 18, and it wasn't perfect at the beginning, and it still isn't. But you learn to adapt because you're still young and you're open to taking all of this knowledge. So I think that sometimes it's best just sending us out there and letting us see the world and the world of football, and then learning and adapting. And I think that's something we really need to improve on as a country, like just sending our artists and best prospects out of the country as soon as possible.
We leave it till late, don't we?
We do.
Yeah.
We often do. And
sure.
I think by then you already have your certain habits or certain things that
bad
you do.
habits, actually.
Yeah, bad habits, like your routines and the habits that you have. And as an 18-year-old, like going to Monaco, I remember living with the academy boys, like 15, 16, again, having come from Pirates first team, and it was like, okay, like I'm here now, and like this is how I have to adapt. And to be honest, it helped me a whole lot because I came in, I was new, I had to settle in that way, and I didn't speak the language, and now I can say I speak French, Portuguese, Dutch, and it's because leaving early and because I wanted to learn and wanted to be a part of the culture. My whole adult life from the age of 18 I've been abroad in football, and I think it's important for us as players to go as young as that and not try and keep our best players until it's too late, because I think it will help us also on the national front, international level. I think it will be very good, because if you look at the best teams in Africa, Senegal, Ghana, Nigeria.
Senegal just put a full stop. They did the damage on us just yesterday.
Yeah.
That's development.
I remember when I was like abroad in France, like I was always like the only South African, but in each development team or in each first team you get 3-4 Senegalese players at my age, like Ghanaians in every country I've been to, like Nigerians, Moroccans, and like wherever I go it's like I'm the only South African. Like I remember there was a time in France, it was myself, Keegan, Bongani, and Lebo, of course, was still there. But yeah, like wherever you go, like these guys know someone that they've played with at junior levels back in their home country. Mali, these countries, they send their players out there, and that's
investment.
That's the dream for them, you know.
Sorry to cut you off. I've got no time. This is crazy. It's Mother's Day on Sunday.
Yes.
Just in case the jet lag is messing with you, I'm reminding you.
Thank you.
Please share a 15-second message to your mom, because we got to go.
Okay.
Wishing her happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Darren Foster. Thank you for everything that you had to me, Mommy. I really appreciate the strength that you've given me, the character that you've shown throughout our lives, during the hard times and the good times. You've taught me what it is to be strong, and you've nurtured me and grown me, and you still do up until this day. And I'm forever grateful, eternally grateful to the Lord for giving me a mother as strong as you are. And everything I am today is testament to you and my father and my 2 little sisters. So I love you and thank you for our beautiful family who continues to grow. Thank you so much, Mom.
You've just only got time to say thank you and a hug. See you again next time.
Marawa Sports Worldwide Live. In 3, 2, 1. On 947, Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live. #MSW.